Why did you start getting a lot of out-of-state traffic in 2022? You're not alone, and here's why. There are a number of reasons that you could have gotten more out-of-state traffic in 2022, which could be blog articles on your website attracting out-of-market traffic that is informational in nature rather than transactional. People who come to a blog article about towing capacity or trim levels or oil change intervals wanting to know more about that subject. The more common reason, the more universal reason that you received more out-of-state traffic in 2022 is actually because of a traffic anomaly, something that is a nuance of reporting in Google Analytics caused by Apple. In May of 2022, we discovered a whole lot of traffic suddenly coming to our dealers' websites from out of state. We looked for patterns. It was initially hard to find, but what we started to see as a commonality was that the out-of-state traffic seemed to cluster into the same time zone as the store that we were looking for. So if it was a store in Atlanta, Georgia, we saw that a lot of the traffic was clustering into the Eastern time zone, and a lot of the out-of-state traffic that had inflated all of a sudden was coming from New York, the place where if you set your time zone on your iPhone and you're in the Eastern time zone, that is the default. You have New York, you have Boston, you potentially have Atlanta. There are a number of cities down the East Coast that you could potentially be choosing from. The same is true of Central, where Chicago would be the place where most of the traffic would have gone. This discovery led back to us finding that Apple's new private relay feature is actually deliberately obfuscating the location of users and spreading it around the time zone that they had set within their iPhone. And if you go into your settings and you look for private relay, you can actually find this and you can find a description of what it's doing. With Apple's really strong iPhone market share, a lot of traffic by percentage is now being misreported as coming from out of state when in fact it really is in state. The way to measure around this in your analytics is simply to focus on what traffic came from my time zone, all the locations and states within it, and you can more or less call that in-market traffic. So to recap, high-quality informational content can attract out-of-state traffic, but many increases in 2022 were caused by Apple's new private relay feature. By obfuscating the location data of users, much of your in-market traffic may have simply been misreported as out-of-state. Question answered. Do you have any other questions I can answer for you? If so, leave them in the comments. And if you want more ways to set your dealership up for success, connect with Wikimotive on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube for more ways to optimize your dealership's online presence and sell more cars.